I'm Fine with Krista Allen is brought to you by Gamebox Monthly. Gamebox sends unique tabletop games right to your door every month. But in addition to their incredible subscription service, they also have a one-time, non-subscription gift box filled with $100 worth of games. Well, Gamebox is declaring this weekend Treat Yourself Weekend. This weekend only, February 10th and 11th, that Gamebox gift box is just $44.95. There are dozens of titles you may receive of varying size, depth, and style, all in total valued at $100 for just $45. So visit GameboxMonthly.com this weekend, February 10th and 11th, and get your one-time gift box while supplies last. That's GameboxMonthly.com. What will you discover?
Krista! Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Really? Because you seem a little...
I said I'm fine.
Okay, well, we all love you, so if you need to talk, we're...
She's fine. She's fine.
Hi, everybody. It's Krista. Okay, so here's what happened. I had my podcast people set up, my guests, and everybody's sick, and then it's also pilot season and stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to interview myself. I'm going to interview myself. Was that really annoying? God, I think it is annoying. Ugh. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to keep your attention, but I'm sure going to try. First thing, I'm flashing my boobies right now. You see? No, damn it. This is just audio. Oh, man. Now I'm going to have to be interesting. Okay, so this is what I thought to do today. Because of all the stuff so here's what's been happening. I have been kind of up and down and up and down. I think that's called life, but I'll feel really great for a little bit, and then I'll start thinking a bunch of negative shit or get worried about stuff, and then it'll just spiral, and then things get bad again. Never fails. And for those of you that have been listening for a while, and thank you, by the way, you rock. For those of you that have been listening, you know that I've recently really started to just try to understand law of attraction. Abraham Hicks has been a huge piece of that. Esther Hicks is awesome. And anyway, so I thought today, maybe what I do is I was going to look up some quotes on the like Abraham Hicks quotes, and then I was going to talk about them. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's see if I do a decent job. Because you know what? Here's the thing. So today, I just realized I've got myself in such a funk. I got myself in a funk. Nobody else did it. But you know what? I could say, I don't feel like I'm being cherished or treated right or whatever. Cherished was a weird word. But just whatever. And I feel like I'm making other people responsible for the way I feel, which is a complete crock of shit, because that is just not the way that it should be. And when you do that, you just make yourself crazy and makes the other person wrong. And we all do it. It's not just me. I know the people in my life do it as well. So it's funny. It's just focusing on the good stuff. I swear to you, I know it sounds kind of Pollyanna, but it's so true. Like focusing on the good stuff in people. Like seriously, there is not one person in this entire world that isn't going through something that's rough right now, today, like right now. If you're driving in your car right now, look over. I bet that person has some shit going on. If you're at the gym, if you're just in bed, laying down, think about the people that you came in contact with today that maybe things didn't go as well as you wanted to. And then think of where you were coming from in your energy as well and how that affected things. So it's not like we're blaming ourselves, but at the end of the day, we have no one to blame but ourselves for what we're attracting into our life. So drum roll, please. Boom. And here we go. I do have two other guests. Side note, I have Jack the Beagle, who's looking at me like I'm crazy. And then I have Jake the Puggle, who just farted, but is sleeping. So anyway. All right. So the first thing, okay, I'm just going to close my eyes and I'm going to pick one of these. Hopefully it's a good one. Okay, this says, okay, well, this is just what I was talking about. You can't control anything except the way you feel. I so agree with this. Oh my God. There's nothing that we can control. We can't control other people. We can't control the way that they are acting or behaving or responding to us, but we can control the way we feel. And we can go, all right, that either doesn't feel good. And you go, okay, let me think of a better thought here. Let me think of how I can raise this up a little bit. So for instance, things have been a little rocky in a relationship that I have. Just things are freaking amazing, and then something happens. And what I found is whenever I express my feelings, sometimes it's taken. It's very hard for this person to hear how I'm feeling, and then I'm so sensitive that I also get my feelings hurt. And I just get really quiet and kind of panicky and just kind of want to run away. That's been my thing. And on the other side, this other person just shuts down and just there's no getting through to that person. Not even like an I'm sorry. Like it's really tough. So that is a terrible dynamic. It's awful. So here I am trying to figure things out. And what I found is that I can't control the way that this person responds to me. I can't control the way my son responds to me, my best friend, the person at the Starbucks. Like I can't control that. But what I can do is control the way that I feel. And I can make myself responsible for how I'm feeling. And then if I'm not as needy in what I am expecting or wanting from somebody else to make me feel better, it doesn't present itself into my life. So that's it. And it's really interesting because there's been a few times like this that I've just been kind of wanting to, like banging my head up against a wall going, God, I'm trying to do, I'm trying to communicate. I'm trying to do this. And sometimes the other person just isn't there. And by trying to control that, it definitely causes problems. So just let it go and control the way that I feel. And I don't think that stuff will happen because I know that but at the end of the day, I still want it. And that's where you go, okay, actually, I still want somebody in my life that is totally understanding and going, oh my God, that's understanding my feelings and can, give me that support when I need it. But I think I've been going about it wrong. And I've been going about it in a way that's been more needy, I guess. Well, for sure. But anyway, so you can't control anything except the way you feel. That's just one of the things that they talk about. Let's see. I just clicked on this one. I don't know what it says yet. It says, in order for things to change, you have to see them as you want them to be rather than continuing to observe them as they are. Okay, that makes sense to me. All right, so in order for things to change, you have to see them as you want them to be rather than continuing to observe them as they are. So the key word here is continuing to observe them as they are. Because when we're focused on the conditions of what is happening in life, for instance, what I just talked about, I'm like, yeah, if I was like bitching about it and going, oh my God, this person was mean. Well, now I'm just like focusing on the condition of it. And I'm continuing to observe the situation as I see it from not a very open place, from a very judgmental place. But when I look at it and go, you know what, I need to do work. It's up to these other people in my life or whoever in your life and whoever's life. if they want to shift also. But I think by shifting the way that we see things and shifting the way that we see things and acting on that and making ourselves feel better all in a ball, like all in one thing, those things just won't come into our lives as much. But I kind of feel like we're here to experience that. Like that's how we grow, right? Like honestly, that's how we grow. You realize something kind of bad happens and you go, "Oh wow, I don't like that. I don't want that." And then you go, "Oh, but now I know what I want." And the hardest thing about that is that it's so much easier to focus on the condition of what's happening on the don't wanting because it hurts or or made you angry or whatever it was, if it was like a negative emotion. If it doesn't feel good, that's like a huge the red flag or sign just going, "Hey, you're not connected to your inner being." You know what I mean? And that's why it feels shitty. And so to get back into alignment with that is just realizing what you want and kind of being thankful for that situation for showing you what you don't want. And I think it's so important. And every single time I have shifted this, which I'm like Bambi right now, I have like Bambi legs doing my law of attraction stuff because I'll be great for a minute. And then as things get really good, I'll kind of forget. And then there it comes all of a sudden and I'll start to focus on the fears and the doubts and all of that like internal bullshit belief stuff that I've had. And it starts to spiral because one of that thought attaches to another thought, attaches to another thought. And before you know it, I'm in a full blown, weird mood. So I don't know. I think that that's really, really important. Let's see what this one says. It says, well, it's all the same thing. So it's all the same thing that they're saying, but all said in different brilliant ways. If all you did was just look for things to appreciate, you would live a joyous, spectacular life. I totally agree with that because I know when I do that, when all I'm doing is looking for the good, my relationships are better, my health is better, my energy's better, more opportunities come in for me. But then the minute that I start to focus or that I stop appreciating, when I stop appreciating the very things that I love, like my relationship, like whatever it is, I say relationship because it's the easiest one to pick because everyone knows what it's like to be in a relationship for the most part. And when you love somebody and then you realize, at least for me, like going and like peeling the onion and going, "Oh, this is kind of what I've been doing my whole life." And kind of comparing each thing and going, "Oh, you know what? It's time for me to take responsibility for my own life." And then maybe those reactions or the people in my life that are so defensive and think the world is against them, which is absolutely the opposite of me, will start to shift their own energy. But then again, I do have those moments where I do feel like, I get scared. Um, Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Bless you, Krista. Oh, thank you, Krista. Okay, let's see. Are you guys still with me or did you click off of this a long time ago? Let's see. What else do we have? People will love you, people will hate you, and none of it will have anything to do with you. That's pretty awesome. People will love you, people will hate you, and none of it will have anything to do with you. I guess it's like that reflection. Okay, so that's a good one to look at. All right, so you know what? I'll go relationship again, right? When I get mad at the person that I'm with or upset with the person I'm with for not being open or communicating, there must be something inside of me, right? There must be something inside of me that is seeing that. Isn't that called like mirroring or something? At the end of the day, well, because it has nothing to do however they feel is their own energy, I guess, is the whole thing. I was told some really crappy stuff the other day, and from somebody that I cared about and loved so deeply, and it gutted me, like gutted me, because I was like, but it's not true. Or, oh God, is that how you feel? And I was, oh my God, it really, it kind of shut me down. And at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with me. And it has everything to do with however these people, this person is vibrating. Vibrating, that's such a weird word, isn't it? Let's see what else. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. That is so in Esther speak. If you guys follow Abraham Hicks, she's super hilarious, by the way. I know this isn't like a big knee slapper, like, oh my God, what a joke, but she's pretty cute and she's pretty funny. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. You know what that's talking about? Connect, meditate, shut down your brain, or go to sleep and take a nap. That's what it is. It's just connecting. And whenever you're sleeping or you quiet your brain, you're becoming one again, as opposed to being, separated and scattered. And sometimes it's just going in, taking a breath, meditating. And look, I'm the worst meditator. I will sit there for 13, 14 minutes. And then maybe in the last 30 seconds of whatever it is I'm doing, I will feel that drop. And then I'll freak myself out and be like, oh my God, I just did it. And then it'll be over. But what I say to myself is, you know what? I did pretty good. I did better than I did the other day. At least I felt something, or at least I feel like I quieted my brain for a little bit. And it's just kind of nice just to sit there. And sometimes it results in me falling asleep too. So, I mean, there's nothing, people put so much pressure on meditation and they're like, I can't do it. But really, it's just quieting your brain and training yourself to quiet your brain. Especially like probably most of you are like very, very, thinky, for lack of a better word. So yeah, unplug because it'll work again. Promise. It says you can't watch out for the bad things and allow good things at the same time. It's vibrationally not possible. It's true. If you're really scared about the bad things and you think you're going to allow good things to come in, but you're putting the focus on the what if. Oh, that's me. That's what I do. That is exactly what I've been doing this week. And it's really effed me up. It has. And it's because I believed something. I believed something that I shouldn't have believed. And I made it super personal. And but I've done that so many times. And it's really funny because so many people do it. Like there is not one person in my life. When you talk to anybody and they're like mad at their kid or their wife or their husband or whatever, their best friend or whatever, the story is always, this is what this person did to me. And sure, I get it. Somebody can do something. You're like, no, but somebody did do something. But where you're vibrating from is a direct link to how that is manifesting in your life. I wish I was more articulate about this. I really do. I wish I could explain it better. Or you know what it is? I'm just learning it. So I'm certainly no expert, obviously. But I know that when I talk about it, I feel so much better. And when I talk about this stuff and even just on my podcast and sitting on my couch with my 2 sleeping puppies, I feel so much better than I did even when I started. Let's see. It says, when you focus on the good gets better. Yep. I agree with that. See, it gets me all excited. Oh my God, I am such a law of attraction geek. I just realized that. So yeah, you focus on the good gets better. You focus on the good gets better. And instead of focusing on the conditions of what's already been created, think about the good shit that's coming in. The things that you can't see, smell, touch, hear, taste. Those things, the things that you go, this is just what I want. This is just what I've been hoping for. I'm going to focus on that, even though it's not here. And saying it out loud and going, I can feel myself being on a TV show and walking in every single day so happy that I am doing exactly what I love to do and a character that is awesome and it makes me feel great. And there's so many other aspects to it when I think about it, like what that allows me to do for other people and the platform that I can reach other people on even and to support and help other people and do things, which is kind of cool. But also making people laugh is, which I haven't done at all probably in this podcast, but making people laugh is awesome. It's why I do stand up and it's why I play around. Man, those laughs are awesome. And, laughter is the sound of people realizing they're not alone. And that's pretty great, when we can all laugh at the same unfortunate choices or behaviors that we all share because we're only human. So we're human. And then obviously we're also non-physical, which is where all of this whooshy whooshy vibrational stuff comes in. It says here, think of yourself as a human magnet, constantly attracting what you speak, think, and feel. That's funny that I just said something about human. Think of yourself as a human magnet, constantly attracting what you speak, think, and feel. Yeah, human to human. So we came into this life. Like, what's the secret of life? What's the meaning of life? To expand and to grow and to come into contrast and see it before you let it affect you, before you go into a spiral like I did this week. And maybe, the thing for me with all of that is I've gone into other spirals during this new journey that I'm on, and I was able to shift out of it really quick. And the thing that I tell myself this week is, oh, you know what? Don't be too hard on yourself for like spiraling down because you've been there before and you got out of it and you're getting out of it now. So, that's what 4 days of me kind of feeling crappy and then coming out of it and feeling a million times better. I don't know. And learning something about myself and learning what I want. Like, isn't that why we're here? Am I alone on this? So yeah, you're going to attract what you speak, think, and feel to other humans. So if I am secretly, being manipulative in my speaking to somebody because I'm being needy and I say something, probably I'm going to not get the reaction that I want. But I think we all do it. But some of us just don't realize that we're doing it. But I don't know. You guys know this. I have been on this journey for a while. So let's see. The universe is not punishing you or blessing you. The universe is simply responding to the gravitational attitude that you're emitting. Totally get it. Look, I think the universe is just like, oh, okay, this is what you're focusing on. Okay, I'll give you more of that. That is good or bad, right? So, I mean, those are good things or bad things. So if your focus is, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money, oh my God, da da da. Well, the universe hears and goes, oh, okay, that's what you're focused on. I'll give you more not enough money. That's how I feel. I really believe it, or, oh my God, I'm never going to, whatever it is, whatever, relationships, money, friendship, career, whatever it is, if I focus on the very thing that I don't want, I am sure to get more of it. But if I go into the other place and not complain, because because I can even tell just by me talking, like there's still a little bit of that. There's still a little bit of that belief system attached to whatever let me spiral out this time, which is kind of, will I ever find somebody that, will somebody really, really, will I find that partner in life? And have I already found that partner in life? And we're both just growing, and that's my thing. So let's see, things are always working out for me. I say this all the time. Things are always working out for me because they are. They really are, because I'm getting exactly what I'm thinking about. It says it should only be talked about if the talking will make you feel better. Ooh, I messed that up. It should only be talked about if the talking will make you feel better. It is of no value ever to activate and talk about something that doesn't feel good, because it reactivates it in your vibration. It makes it another point of your point of attraction, so you're less clear. Yeah, so basically that's what I was talking about, like beating the drum of the story, of the negative story, of the complaining story. Oh my God, everybody does it. Like, I had a friend the other day, or even, the person I'm seeing called me up and was like talking about something that happened at work, or, or we talk about certain things over and over. How do we not get out of it unless, it's like, I don't need to be right. Want I just want it to be easy. And I think we all want that, but it's when we get to point to ourselves and go, look what happened to me. And I'm going to tell you this, or we talk about our childhood in a way that's like, and this is why I am the way I am. From a more victim point, you are sure to get more victim stuff. And I only know that from experience. My God, it was like the biggest victim. And I'm just realizing this stuff, y'all. So this is just my journey. Who knows what's going to happen, but I feel pretty positive about it. And I get really excited when I look at this stuff, because it makes so much sense to me. And the stuff that is in your life currently right now, that's all stuff you've been thinking about. That's not like you just instantly manifested, getting a parking ticket. It's, yeah, those things I can't really explain or whatever. And maybe as time goes on, there's definitely an answer for that, but it's just vibrationally. Oh, you're complaining about money. You don't have enough. You don't know what to do. Well, you're going to focus on that. You're going to get a parking ticket. Your taxes are going to be crazy. Somebody needs to, ask that for that money back that they loaned you. Who knows? All in the same week. Like that could easily happen when you're thinking about that stuff. And then people go, but I didn't just manifest this. And I'm like, yeah, no, but you have been. And so I think that it's also pretty cool that when we can lift ourselves up and change the course of whatever's coming down, whatever we've been thinking about. I get scared because I go, even this week, seriously, since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, oh my God, it's almost been a week. And I've been really super down, like just down and doubtful, and needing somebody else to make me feel better so that I felt okay, when really, whose responsibility is that? It's mine. And that's it. And just like it's yours if you're feeling crappy about something. And it's like focusing on the conditions are so important, or, not focusing on the conditions is so important, because unless the conditions are phenomenal, yes, keep focusing on that. If it makes you feel good, it's going to attract more of the same things. And then that feel good is going to keep coming in. I swear. What else? It's not just that your purpose is joy, it's that you are joy. You are love and joy and freedom and clarity expressing. Energy frolicking and eager. That's who you are. I get it. It's saying at the core, it's who we are. It's who we are. And when we're not feeling like that, that's when we feel angry, sad, depressed, apathetic, all of those other things. When we are outside of that purpose in life, which the purpose is joy. We came in as love and joy and freedom and all of that stuff. And when we don't feel that, when we're driving and we're in traffic or whatever, we're not feeling it. And that's why it feels so shitty. And and because we're focused on the conditions of what's happening. God, I don't know if I'm doing a very good job at explaining any of this. Also, I'm sure you can hear me sniffling. I even gave myself a cold this week, which is all par for the course. It says you attract what you think and you receive what you believe. Yep. And that's it. And which is a belief is just a thought you keep thinking, which is such an important message. Change it, make it a better story. Ooh, I just saw something that said procrastination. Hold on. It says procrastination is the wisdom not to force anything you're not vibrationally ready for. Oh, well, that's an interesting way to put it. And I'll probably botch this completely. Okay, so let's say, okay, this is, I've probably lost everybody. But let's say that vibrationally, right? Your inner being is vibrating at the highest possible wanting and loving for you, right? That's where we are. But when we're out of alignment with that and we're not vibrating to the same level as what our inner being wants from us, it's not going to happen. So maybe procrastination is the wisdom not to force anything you're not vibrationally ready for. Maybe, see, I like this because I'm geeking out right now. I like it because I'm such a procrastinator, which makes perfect sense because I've always had pretty messed up belief systems. And so my vibrationally, I would know what I want. I want this and I want this, but inside I wasn't coming from that place. And so how could it match up? So I like that. Ooh, that gives me a whole new outlook on procrastination. I like it. I'll get into it later. That was a joke. All right. Let's see. You're picky about the car you drive. You're picky about what you wear. You're picky about what you put in your mouth. Be pickier about what you think. Yeah, that's just what we were talking about. But yeah, I agree. Let's see. Let's see, what's this one? I just saw one that said self-love. Self-love is the driving, motivating factor. It is the inspiration. It is the thing. It is the ultimate calling. Meaning self-love is where it's at. Take good care of you. Love yourself first. When you love yourself, you know you are worthy. When you know you are worthy, you actually go out and do things. And when you actually go out and do things, you are living life. And isn't that the point? Yeah, that sounds like one of Abraham's rampages. For those of you that don't know who Abraham is, it's just collective consciousness and it's channeled through Esther Hicks. So that's what it is. You guys can check it out. Self-love is awesome. It's something that I've been working on for a while, and I'm not just talking about with a vibrator. Okay. That kind of self-love is easy. The harder part is loving yourself from that real place, loving yourself in the eyes of how your best friends see you, how source God sees you. It's that. And yeah, when you focus on good, good gets better. We've already talked about that one. Let me see. Oh gosh, there's so many. I just saw one that said unconditional love and my girly eyes went to it. I was like, ooh, unconditional love. Almost all of you misunderstood what unconditional love is. Unconditional love is holding vibrational alignment with who you are, no matter what is going on around you. Meaning we're love and we're joy and we don't attach to the weird stuff. Man, I'm telling you, it's the weirdest thing. It's the coolest thing, not weird. When I'm like in a really great place, I swear to God, the traffic opens up on the 101 or the 405. Like, just parking spaces are there. Lines are shorter. People are nicer. I get job offers. People, whatever. Like, all relationships are A plus. But the minute that I stop or I get out of alignment with me, um, each thing starts to, it's like a domino effect, and it just ripples down. And then the next thing you know, that, meeting didn't go as well as I thought it was going to do because I was going into a different place or whatever. Man, can't we just all just be the happiest, most joyous people? And yes, we have to experience contrast. I'm not saying that that's what life should be because we're here to experience that. But like, not get caught up in it. Just go, oh shit. Okay, I know more what I want. I'm seeing that. I'm not going to let that affect me. I'm just going to go right back into knowing what I want and letting source and focus on the good and not the conditions and start to feel what I want. God, I hope this is making sense to you guys, because it's really hard, or it's actually just really challenging to explain because I don't know it that much. You know what I mean? I'm just talking. Hopefully it's making sense. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so I did this in my house. You guys are going to think I'm nuts. I went to a couple of my mirrors and I wrote 17 seconds. 17 seconds. I think it's even on my fridge, like the places that I go the most. So, um, my mirrors and my fridge. If that says anything. Uh. Anyway, 17 seconds. Let me tell you what it's about. The first thing in the morning, find a particle of something to appreciate and hold your attention on it for 17 seconds. Now, that's just like to have like something good. I thought it was going to be something else. 17 seconds is how long it takes for another thought to form, for a point of attraction to latch onto something. So if you're thinking something really amazing and you're like, oh my God, that's like, like when we fall in love for the first time, all we do is talk about how great it is. And we're like, oh my God, this guy is the most amazing guy. Holy crap. It's so good. You don't understand it. And we're lifting our vibration and it's happy and it's awesome. 17 seconds is how long it takes to basically start to manifest, for things to start going, right? But if it is on the other side and it's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blue, 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 whatever it is that you're complaining about, 17 seconds, another thought is going to attach to that one. And it's going to be the same thing. So law of attraction goes, oh, you want more? You want more? Have you ever been talking to somebody and you're like, I cannot believe that I've been on the phone with you for 2 hours and all we've been doing is complaining. And then you hang up the phone and you feel like crap. Not only do you feel like crap, but you made a million justifications, judgments, probably said things that were like not even how you felt. And you kind of shit talked. I have. And then you feel crappy. Like, what if you could just see the best in each situation? I like that. And I like that idea. So 17 seconds is how long it takes to manifest for another thought to join. Be happy in anticipation of what's coming. That's what I was kind of talking about before, which is be happy before it comes. You know what I mean? Like, that job is out there waiting for you. And that love is out there waiting for you. And whatever those relationships, whatever the things that you want, it's all there, right? It's there. It's just, how are you thinking? And are you thinking of the most positive things? Or are you thinking, in terms of, complaining or fear, or, oh, this always happens to me, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I think I'm starting to lose my voice and I'm definitely stuffy. which sucks. But I'm probably going to wrap it up. It's not going to be a super long podcast. We're almost at 40 minutes. I just saw one that said emotions. I'm going to look at that one because I tend to fancy myself a big emotional baby. The reason you feel emotions is because of the chemicals that are released in your body. But the reason the chemicals are released in your body is because of the vibrations that's going on with you. Well, that's interesting. So emotions, God, man, I'll tell you something. Like, I found out that somebody that I love very much was kind of being disloyal. And this was recently. And I remember the minute that I found out, the minute I heard, my heart dropped into my stomach and I was numb. And I let it affect me so immediately that even my voice sounded different. Like I was like this. Like I just was so sad. And it gutted me. I was so angry. And I was like, but it's funny because whatever that is something I've been fearful of. I can say in every single relationship that I've ever had, and I've always had like really pretty long-term relationships. I think the shortest relationship I've ever had is like a year. But other ones lasted very, very long. And I can actually say that my fears, which has been loyalty, abandonment, things like that, have always added to the falling apart of that relationship. But this was before I really understood what this contrast was and how really what it was that I was starting to understand more what I wanted through these experiences, through these wonderful people that have been in my life that I've fallen in love with. And that's been kind of cool to kind of go back and go, oh, that's what this is. So anyway, I'm going to go because I sound all stuffy. But but anyway, I don't know. I encourage you guys to like listen to a few YouTube videos. You know how I started doing it? I I started, I don't know what happened. I think somebody sent me, I have a friend of mine, and she sent me a link and I listened to it. And then I went on YouTube and I searched and I found that I could just put in Abraham Hicks sad, Abraham Hicks relationships, Abraham Hicks career, and or whatever, however I was feeling. And there would be something from one of these workshops. I've now gone to 2 Abraham Hicks workshops. And I've never gotten in the hot seat because I sit in the back because I'm too scared. And the hot seat is where you sit there and then Abraham talks to you through Esther, and it's mind blowing. If you guys get a chance just to look at it, just look at a couple and then you'll see I'm not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But it's fun. Anyway, I hope that this wasn't the lamest thing ever, but next week, I have some really fun guests coming on, and we'll get back up to speed. But it is pilot season, and most of my friends are actors. So, and it's also everybody's been getting sick, myself included, but that's going to go pretty quick. Anyway, love yourself in all ways. Okay, that was the cheesiest way to sign off. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Bye. Say bye, Jack and Jake. Woof, woof. That was stupid. Bye.
It's Dragon Wagon.